I was going to make a book to keep my receipts in, so I can keep track of my expenses, and I thought I would show you how I'm going to make this one. I'm using the basically amazing printable templates from JenofEveDesigns, and I'm going to use the D main base pages and size for this book. So I have cut 2 pieces of covers, and it's on the page number 4D, and I cut out the spine as well from the page number 5, like this one. And I've used I'm going to use the larger spine. I've cut it just from cardboard, and the spine I've cut from 2 pieces of cardboard and just glued it together because it wasn't thick enough. I'm going to use some Tyvek to wrap the spine in before I wrap it with fabric, and I'm going to use fabric for the covers as well. Okay. I'm gonna start with just gluing the spine piece to the Tyvek, and then I will glue the cover pieces on the sides. And I'm just using regular, like, multi-purpose glue. Just gonna try to center it. And just press it up. I'm just going to put some glue on the Tyvek and put the covers on as well. I'm gonna leave a gap so the book can close nicely. Like that. I'm just gonna have to wait until it's dry, and then we'll do the Tyvek on the other side as well. I think it's pretty much dry now. I put some tape, just clear tape on the sides just to hold it in place while I went over with my bone folder to smooth it out. Since we're going to use fabric on this cover, I'm gonna save this piece for my next project. The fabric I'm using is this cotton fabric. It's just like a canvas fabric in a off-white color. And you just need a piece big enough so you can wrap the edges around. And you can use whatever glue you like. Fabric glue would probably be the best because it doesn't seep through. I'm going to use some multimedia matte, I think, because I can use a paintbrush to smooth it out. This is the multimedia matte from Ranger. Just going to start with the spine, so we get that down. And I'm just going to place this so I have a little edge on either side, about maybe an inch or something, so we can wrap the edges with that. And then we're just going to continue and put some glue on and glue the sides down as well. You could iron the fabric first, but it doesn't matter because you can smooth it out when you put the glue on anyway. It's important to use a very thin layer, because otherwise it will come through. Then you will get some blotches with glue. As you can see, you can't see the creases in the fabric after we glued it down, so it doesn't matter if it's ironed or not. As you can see here in the light, some of the glue seeps through, but I don't care because I'm gonna put some fabric like this over the top. Then we can cut some of the edges off and then miter the corners, because we're going to wrap them so it doesn't bulk up in the corners. Then I'm just gonna cut like a very wide V, and I'm gonna leave a little bit in the corner. that. I can see that some of my corners are not stuck down, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on them. So now we're just going to glue the edges, wrap the edges. And I like to start with the short edges first. So I'm just going to put some glue on the cardboard. And then just wrap it around. The multimedia mat is very nice because it dries or it sticks very fast, so you don't have to hold it. As for this glue, you have to hold it for a while. I think it's yeah, it takes a while to dry, so like that. And then I like to start with the spine piece and just work my way out. Just put some extra in the, oops, sorry, put some extra in the corner. And I start with the spine. And just work my way out. And it could be good to just push the corner in a bit. Then it will look like that. You can of course use some book corners if you like. I'm just going to do the same for this side. Same for this one, just push in the spine first, and then just push down the corner a bit, just like that. Same for this one. So you get really nice corners with this technique, I think, because it doesn't bulk up in a corner. But sometimes you can be unlucky and cut it too short. Then you can just put some book corners on. Then you can't see it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna glue this piece on. And I just cut this inch or something, yeah, about an inch on the wider on the top and bottom, and it's about, yeah, a little bit over 5.5 inches wide. So I'm just gonna glue on this part first, I think, and then I'm gonna glue the sides and wrap the edge. And you don't have to do this. You can use fabric if you like, or no, I mean paper if you like, or you can use paper and fabric. You can use some lace. So you have a lot of options on wrapping the spine or the covers. Or okay, then I'm just gonna try and line it up as best as I can. Just gonna turn it so I can see the spine here. Try to get it straight. Oops. I think it might have dried on me. Oh, no, not yet, but just gonna put some extra on here. Like that. Just a little bit too much glue here, but it'll be okay. I think it would be very nice. You can even see the pattern. It was so dark on the screen. Here you can see it. I'm just gonna wrap the top edges. I'm just gonna put some clips on so it doesn't you know, bulk up or something, because it looks like it's gonna use a minute to dry with this fabric. I'm just gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna wash my pencil so it doesn't get ruined. And then when this is dry, I'm going to put the page spine on, and then we're gonna mat the inside of the cover. And I will be right back. This is dry enough now. I'm just gonna cut some pieces for the inside cover. So I'm just gonna use some piece of craft cardstock, and since this one is not long enough to fit the whole thing, I'm just gonna cut it in the middle. I'm just gonna lay it like this. I'm just gonna mark how big I want it. So I want it like there, and I think I'm gonna cut it around here. So I'm just gonna go and cut two pieces that are the same size, so it will overlap a bit, and then I will be right back. So yeah, as you can see, it will overlap a bit in the middle, because I don't think you will see the transition from one to the other page that much, I think. So now I'm just gonna start gluing them on, and then we can glue on the spine. Wait a minute, I have to distress it a little bit before I glue it down. I'm also going to distress the outside of the cover, just using the Distress Oxide in Walnut Stain, and this is a Ranger blending tool, distress tool. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other side as well. Make sure that I have the right side. Doesn't matter that it sits out in the middle, because we're going to have the spine over it anyways. I'm just going to gently try and bend it a little bit at a time. On the other side. I'm just gonna let this sit for a bit so it will stick down properly, and then we can bend it some more afterwards. I will be right back. Now it should be dry. I have been bending it a little bit, put some more glue on the top because it didn't stick well well, but I think it's okay now. Just wiggle it a little bit so it gets more loose. And before I put this in, I'm just gonna distress the edges a little bit. Just a little bit on the inside as well. Like that. This here is my ink station. It's also one of JenofEveDesigns templates for the you use the same use the drawers from the Crafty Companion and just put feet on it. Okay. So this looks very nice. Now for the spine, this one, I used just a wide piece of paper, and I've scored it. Let's see. I scored it there. It's I counted 1, 2, 3, and or 2 on the outer ones and scored, and I counted 3 on the scoreboard, and just did as many as I needed for the 6 of these fins. And then I just put some glue on the back so it will stick together all the way, and glue and tape on the pieces that are going to go on the cover. So we're just gonna glue it on, then we'll take off all the tapes, all the backing of the tapes on the entire piece. And then I'm just going to center it on the spine. Like that. And just press it down. Like that. There we go. And it now looks like this. So the pages will go on either one of them. So in the next video I will show you how I'm gonna do the pages, and we'll put them in, and I will see you guys later.